For a bad finger. Hey, it was a line drive. Jordan with a fake. Yeah. Uncle Jordan went around. Robert Horry is out here invisible.
The great Michael Jordan. How many people wanted to be like him, you think, in life? Millions? I think so. Millions of people. Even this guy. But I just want to tell you, when you look at Kobe Bryant, I think he was just being him. Be you. Don't be somebody else. Because when you're you, you're going to be a great you. And that's what Kobe Bryant ended up being.
Kobe Bryant shooting and hitting with Michael Jordan in his face. So Bryant getting his first points of the game.
Beautiful screen. So he leveled Michael off right there. Michael did not get his hand up. And if you don't get your hand up, you're neutralizing your size.
A week ago against the Golden State Warriors, and Kobe Bryant at 19 goes for the fake and fouls Michael Jordan.
If you hold people down and shooting people.
There it is. We'll hold him down. Kobe Bryant.
That was a backdoor move by the numbers. Hit the post, backdoor the guy from the wing.
Maybe better than a lot of backups in the NBA center. Kobe Bryant hitting a three from outside. He's got 7 points and already a spectacular inside. Tony Kukoc driving in. And the rebound by Kobe Bryant. Lakers with Kobe Bryant. Fisher inside. Fall away by Kobe Bryant. Is there anything he can't do?
How many times in life we looked at somebody and wanted to be like that person? We may have looked at Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. Even in baseball, Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens. How many times have we looked at somebody in the professional world, doctor, lawyer, and wanted to be like that guy? Or wanted to be like your mom or dad? But you know, God has put something in everybody. Something special, a special gift. But it only can be attained when you become you. Be you. And when you be you, that gift will come out. It doesn't matter what you do in life. If you be you, be your own person, and you will see that gift come out. Even if you inspire to be somebody special.
LeBron James. There's a crossover inside, makes it look so easy.
Like a freight train, you're talking about going coast to coast, his size, ability to put the ball on the floor, take the contact as if he never got touched, and then finish at the rim.
Now James on Bryant, so they do guard each other once in a while. Bryant able to knock it down, he's got 8 points. Both guys going to the rim pretty strong here in the first quarter.
And give them credit, both guys can get their own shot.
We'd like to see him pick up the slack. Boobie Gibson, perhaps more minutes as well. James, the ball fake, up and under, and he puts it in. The play that he makes looks so easy, but that's a difficult shot.
Not even fair. You're talking about help comes, so you can't blame the defense, but sometimes you just got to clap your hands and say, way to go to the offense.
He's got 11 points, and he's already passed Mark Price, third on the all-time Cavs scoring list. Bryant to the basket, and the finish right at good. And that gets the crowd fired.
It took a while for LeBron to decide to be him. At first, I used to think he was trying to be like Kobe or trying to be like Michael. But then you realize LeBron is a special individual, and he's only being him. Right now, he's with the Lakers, and I think right now he's really being him. When you look at a lot of athletes, you see all the hard work and tears they're doing. But they have inspiration. They have idols they look up to. But if you're not being you, you would never be able to fulfill all those special powers you have. Even if you're a BMX star on a bike. Or you're the great Babe Ruth with that wicked swing. That swing I saw once before. And it was by a guy named Barry Bonds who had the same swing.
Angle of delivery, the slot, or the spin, but great hitters seem to recognize a pitch early.
Deep to right center field, and that is number 512.
That swing by Barry Bonds reminded me of Babe Ruth so much. But did he want to be like Babe Ruth? No, he wanted to be Barry Bonds. But he broke all of Babe Ruth's records. How about that? And this was a Babe Ruth swing right here.
Ripped into right field. It's a one-run game as Bonds gets his second of the series.
I agree. That's the furthest ball I ever saw. I remember watching that World Series when I saw that home run. I couldn't believe it, that a man could hit a ball that far. Almost 600 feet. Something only Mickey Mantle and Babe Ruth can do. But what about if you work in a medical field? Those are special people. Have you ever looked at the medical field and wanted to get into it? And you were inspired to be like a surgeon or a doctor? Those things happen. We look for inspiration everywhere. When you're trying to break into that field, you have admirers that you admire in the medical field. Any kind of profession you do, it's going to be people you look up to. But you got to remember, you got to be you. If you want to be that top surgeon or doctor, you have to be you. So you can be able to sit down and explain to a parent what's going on. Or if you're a fireman, you have to be you. Because when you're a fireman, you're an individual out there with a team. And you got to perform at a high level. If not, there could be consequences. People can die. That's why a fireman is so important in this world. Every professional branch is very important to all of our livelihoods. They can save lives, or they can help you in many different facets. When you be you and when you become you, it's a lot of hard practice and sacrifice. God only instilled these type of things in certain individuals. But if you don't bring that out of yourself, you're never going to reach your full potential. And a lot of these professionals have reached that. Believe me, before they became them, they probably struggled and had a hard time reaching that goal. Because maybe they were looking at something that was unachievable. And sometimes people do that. They look at something and say, man, I want to be like Michael. I want to be like LeBron James. But if you don't have that kind of skill set, you can't just say that's what I'm going to be like and you try to imitate the person. Whatever's instilled in you, that's why you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be you. Whatever your talent is, you have to go for it. And don't mock anybody else. And don't try to follow anybody else. Become yourself. Become that special person. And you will succeed in life. Many people lose that kind of focus. Many people aim for things that they can't achieve. And that's been a problem. Becoming a fireman, for example, is a very hard thing. It's not easy. You look at them and think it's easy. You just get a hammer or you just get an axe and you go break down doors and put out fires. It's not like that. You have to be an overall great life-saving individual. Even being a lawyer and working for a top law firm like Ingalls & Young. Ingalls & Young is a top law firm in New York. And when you're that top lawyer, It's a lot of sacrifice. You think you see that woman just walking around drinking coffee, but you don't know she's one of the top lawyers in her firm. But did she follow and want to become something else? She probably wished she could be like a Serena Williams or something. But she was real with herself. Just like Ronnie Coleman. People say he wanted to be like Lee Haney. But guess what? Not only did he become Lee Haney, he surpassed Lee Haney as one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. And one of my idols, Ronnie Coleman.
Looking for 8 consecutive titles. He's got 25 professional wins to his credit. Currently tied with Arnold Gunning for Haney.
This is his 12th appearance. Actually, this is his 13th appearance, I believe, tying myself along with the great Albert Beckles for a number of appearances here. But he's getting ready to try and
So people, this is 8 Dog 8. When I tell you to strive for your goals and be you, I mean it. Be the best you. Bye-bye.
Ronnie Coleman, his famous tagline, nothing but a peanut. That's what he calls the 200-pound dumbbells he toys with in the gym.
Well, Ronnie Coleman gets up to about 320 pounds in the offseason. He has not competed since last year, and it looks like he's used his time off very productively, Sean.
Well, at 41 years old, he doesn't look like he's slowing down. He's managed to remain